happyfamily.com. Welcome to Metaphor Monday. And today we are at a river near where we live, and it's the inspiration for today's metaphor. The other week there was a canoe race here, believe it or not. Yes, a canoe race. I can't imagine canoeing through there. I know it's possible. We're still kind of beginners, so yeah. Anyway, it sort of got me thinking about the currents and how strong they are, and geez, how would you navigate around those rocks? And then I started thinking, well, when we were canoeing in this one lake, well, there's been several of them and pretty choppy, but there's one that I remember in the Temagami called Devil's Lake, and the water was so choppy. It was really, really hard to paddle through it, and we managed to. We had to sort of paddle extra hard to go against the current, just because of the direction that we were going. If we had planned things out better, we would have gone another way where we would have been going with the current. So at one point we were going with the current, and it was just so much easier to go with that current. We could rest and not worry about like losing time, because every time we were going against the current and we were paddling and paddling, if one of us took a break to just rest our arms or take some water, we'd go backwards a little, or just not go anywhere really. So it just got me thinking about parenting, and how so often as parents we go against the current. We go against the current, the flow of our kids, and that can really lead to a lot of power struggles. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're not a canoeist, maybe you can think of it as trying to swim upstream, and how difficult that is. It's possible, but it takes longer, it takes more effort and energy, and it's probably not as enjoyable, at least for most of us. I know for myself, I'd rather go with the flow when I'm in the canoe. I love it when the current's with us. It just is so much more relaxing and pleasant. So with parenting, when we go with the flow, it means taking a look at what it is that our kids are asking of us. Is it something that they want to do, or maybe they want to change a routine or negotiate something? And sometimes as parents we can dig our heels in and say, no, this is the rule, this is the way we've always done it, or this is the way it's supposed to be done, or this is the way we're doing it because I say so, I'm a parent. I guess sometimes it comes down to that. But if we go with the flow of where our kids want to go, and just listen to them and find out what it is that they're negotiating, does it make sense? Is it something that's okay to try out? Give it a chance. Things can go so much smoother, and our kids learn such a big lesson too. They learn the lesson of that what they say counts, that it's important. I think sometimes it's easy to get caught up in feeling like things always have to be done a certain way, or even if we're trying to teach our child something, like, I don't know, the example, I don't know where I got this from. I think it must have been something I was reading about, movie nights, or, sometimes families have movie nights together and they take turns picking the movies. And, so often the kids want to be the one to pick the movies all the time. And obviously if you have more than one child, there has to be some sharing in the issue, and alternating between kids. But what if you know, do the parents really need to sort of pick the movie? Maybe it's not something that they want to watch, and maybe they think that by picking the movie and having that standard of, okay, well, we each take a turn, we're teaching our child that it's important to take turns and think of others and this and that. Are we really teaching them that, or are we teaching them that there's just this rule that we have and we're sticking to it and we're not flexible and we're going to push against that current? We're going to push against it and we're going to say, no, it's got to be this way. And even if it means that our child tantrums about it, or do we say, okay, yeah, you can choose them, and whenever they ask, they choose the movie in this instant. And in fact, we're not really teaching them not to share, or that we're giving in to them, depending on the way we set it up. But we're teaching them that we are teaching them to think of other people, because we are demonstrating as their parent, we are setting an example of modeling for them how important it is to listen to others, and that it's okay to give other people what they want. It's okay to do that, and the world's not going to fall apart. And you know, I'm not talking, oh, you know, give your child everything, every wish they want, and you know, there's a time and a place, and there's choices to be made. But I don't know, I guess you have to think about what feels better. Does it feel good to sort of push against what your child wants, just to sort of set an example? Or does it feel good to sort of go with the flow and just ride that current wherever your child wants it to go and enjoy it? Anyway, it's just, I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I think that as parents we need to go with the flow a little bit more than we do. I guess that's flexibility. We have to know how to navigate around these rocks. So it doesn't mean just always going with the flow. Obviously, you're looking ahead to see where is this current going to take me. And if the current's going to take you to a place that's like pleasant, if it's going to be a pleasant place, then hey, why not? Why not take it? Why not ride with it? If it's going to take you someplace where you're not going to be happy, then yeah, don't take it. Then you might want to go a different way, or maybe just negotiate it a little bit and ride the current, but maybe in a slightly different direction, path, going around those rocks and navigating the waters. Because I don't know about you, but I don't think that life is supposed to be about paddling upstream all the time and trying to go against things. I think there's some sort of law of nature. Anyway, those are my thoughts for today on Metaphor Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. And please do make any comments if you like underneath this video, and let others know about it. If you know any other parents who would be interested in Metaphor Monday, please do share. And we'll see you next week on Metaphor Monday again. Thanks for joining me. Bye.